everybody, my name is Eric Hopkins and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're finding me for the very first time, please hit that like and subscribe button. Any little bit of help you could give me is greatly appreciated for me and the Fat Boy Cartel here on my channel here, or our channel, I should say. I'm still getting used to saying that since we are a team here and we're going to be doing a lot of content for you moving forward. But today we got some news on, or actually yesterday when this video comes up on my channel, we got some news about a new inductee into the Indianapolis Colts Ring of Honor. Actually, this inductee should have been in the Ring of Honor last year, but due to the pandemic, I believe they ended up postponing this ceremony here. But this name is going to be joining a host of Colts players already in the Ring of Honor, especially some players like from back in, like Jim Harbaugh, obviously back in the day, but of course the early 2000s or late 90s, 2000s era of the Colts when Peyton Manning was a powerhouse and stuff. Though some of those names that are in the Ring of Honor already are Tony Dungy, Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin James, Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk, Jeff Saturday, Bill Polian, Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne, Dwight Freeney, and as of right now, we are going to be getting the induction of one Robert Mathis on November 28th this season for the 2021 year here. He'll be honored when the Colts play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. So all the years he's chasing Tom Brady around trying to get him down, and he's going to be inducted when Tom Brady comes to town here. The article reads from Indianapolis Colts or Colts.com. Former Indianapolis Colts defensive end Robert Mathis will be inducted in the Ring of Honor at Lucas Oil Stadium on Sunday, November 28th when the team hosts the defending Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. Mathis was scheduled to be inducted in 2020, but the ceremony was postponed due to the pandemic, as I mentioned. Mathis is the franchise's all-time sack leader. Played 14 seasons, 2003 to 2016 with the Colts after being selected by the team in the 5th round, 138th overall of the 2003 NFL Draft. He saw action in 192 career games, 121 starts, and totaled 604 tackles, 456 solo, 123 sacks, 18 passes defense, 52 forced fumbles, 17 fumble recoveries, 3 returned for touchdowns, 1 interception, and 15 special team stops. Mathis appeared in 18 postseason contests, 11 starts, and tallied 48 tackles, 36 solo, 6.5 sacks, 2 passes defense, 5 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. He was also a member of the Colts I believe it was 2016, the Super Bowl 41 winning squad here. So yeah, highly deserved here. I can't wait to see this. The one thing I thought the Colts needed, especially in this year's draft, was a set of defensive ends that we did not have to rush the quarterback. And obviously, it just invoked memories of Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney. And those two guys, terrorized quarterbacks for a lot of years in the NFL. So it is very deserving here for Robert Mathis, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong about this, but I believe he still serves as maybe a linebackers coach for the Indianapolis Colts currently. So if that's the case, great. I mean, he's still got his hand in there, or he might even be some sort of defensive coach. Maybe he is defensive ends. I'm not sure. But either way, it's good to have his knowledge of the game here when it comes to the current day Colts team, and hopefully he can give Kwity Paye and Dayo Odeyingbo some pointers here when they come into the league this season. I hope he's a great talent, well deserved, like I said, long career, and it just seems like the Ring of Honor is constantly being filled up here lately with all these great Colts players from this era. I mean, obviously the Colts they only got 1 championship during this time. They went to 2 Super Bowls, but only won 1. Thank you, Tracy Porter from IU. But anyhow, nice interception on the Peyton Manning in Super Bowl 44. But anyway, I mean, this entire time period of the Colts was one of their shining periods of time, and I'd love to see the Colts get back to this. And obviously, I would love to have more championships on the mantle for the team, but winning in the NFL is not easy. And obviously, maybe we should have had a few more during those times, but there were certain things, that didn't always quite gel, or we came up against New England a few times, and of course they were not going to be denied most of the time. But I'm glad we finally got one over on them in the 2006 season in that AFC title game, which, I ain't gonna lie, that game started off pretty rough. So when we got down before halftime, but it was an amazing game in the second half when Peyton Manning, caught fire and played his best playoff football in my opinion. I know the one thing about Peyton is I love Peyton Manning. He's one of the reasons I became a fan of the Colts and of football in general. But obviously he did have his struggles in the playoffs, and a lot of times defense, run games, and things like that, bailed him out of a lot of situations. But when it came to that AFC title game, though, in the second half, he became Peyton Manning that he was in the regular season, and I'm glad we finally got ourselves at least one championship. But you never know. Hopefully we'll get another one here before too much longer. I think the Colts are definitely set up for the 2021 season. I think, it all depends on Carson Wentz, and it all flows through him for the most part. And obviously we got a lot of good offensive skill players. We definitely got some good defensive players as well. And I think we're definitely setting ourselves up possibly for a Super Bowl run, but we've got to get past like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens. It helps that Tom Brady is not in the AFC anymore, but there's still things that they need to do. But when it comes to Robert Mathis, it is an honor that he deserves, and I cannot wait to see his ceremony that should have happened last year. But what do you guys think about Robert Mathis going to be inducted into the Colts Ring of Honor? Should have happened last year, but I'm glad we're finally going to get it here this year. But comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the notifications about when I put up new content on my channel here. And until my next video, guys, take care.
We about to turn it on.